waves.
Go on now, fight! Show them your might!
Hi there, Tio.
In combat you have found success. You've demonstrated great finesse.
I permanently use this bartender, but I have the game muted at all times. Great choice, in my opinion. Fantastic choice. He looks pretty cool. So, what is this guy in like the Warcraft lore? Can somebody tell me?
2 words.
What does he do? What's his
Wretched laughter.
thing?
A loss, just a setback. Now, prepare to attack!
This bartender reminds me of taxi drivers that don't want to shut up. I like Hirel. He was an event boss. If you want to free something for the Fruitist, I'm not sure what's the best way to go about it. I think you buy Hirel, buy another minion of like a different archetype, play the Hirel and then buff the other minion. And then you're going to have a buff minion, another big minion, Hirel to make all these minions even bigger. And you're going to just go crazy. When do we start hero powering? I think you start hero powering a bit later.
Must be said, you've pulled ahead. Ha ha! Ha-ha! Yes, break them! Exercise authority! Finish them all! Show your superiority! If you are to prepare yourself for this upcoming brawl, you'll need every last one of them, even the small.
Will be ours.
This is a really good curve. Basically, I'm using the Fruities to buff the Rider. And next time I'm gonna use the Mug to buff all 3. And then we can like hero power on Tavern 4.
Present, you are the victor. Truly a well-earned descriptor.
I wonder if the guy recording for this bartender was ever like, guys, don't you think this is a little bit too much? I think voice actors are used to the craziness in video games. What is all the hype about this new patch? I mean, it feels refreshing to not have to play mechs every single lobby. And it's probably like the patch on which we're gonna get quests added.
Next time they shall be...
I don't think we're gonna have another patch. So it's pretty important just because of that. Do you ever see Battlegrounds in your dreams? If I see Battlegrounds in my dreams, it's called a nightmare. I don't know, sometimes I dream of Battlegrounds. But it's usually not great if it happens, right?
At present, you are the victor. Truly a well-earned descriptor.
I was doing quests in World of Warcraft the whole night while sleeping. And I was disappointed when I wake up and I have to do them again. Oh my god. That does sound like a hassle.
Ha-ha! Yes, break them! Exercise authority! Finish them all! Show your superiority! You've improved the shop! Keep spending! Don't stop!
I don't think anything here is worth the freeze. And we probably do hero power next turn. Are mechs unplayable? I don't think they're that good with Scraper getting hit. But they're probably still playable to some extent. I have no idea why ETC left. I think he maybe wasn't happy with his body choices. I wonder how ETC is gonna play with quests. Now it's interesting that we have the hero with bodies, we have the hero with quests. We're gonna see how they like interplay with each other. We need a Sven for RDU's chat. Everybody needs a Sven in their life, I think.
You are the best among them, rising up from the
Especially JJ. Who is Sven? Super JJ's brother. Who is permanently banned in JJ's chat. Or at least was banned a few times.
In combat you have found success.
By the way, Soul Splitter on 4 is crazy.
Great finesse.
Don't you guys think so? I think it's gonna make Undead so much better. Jelly Belly is good tempo.
Not quite the best, but stronger than the rest.
Dude, you have 41 health. Why would you hero power now and not just do 3 hero powers on 6? Because I can go 5, 6 and do 2 hero powers on 6 and that's good enough for me. Why didn't you get the money? The money wasn't offered to me. Yeah, 41 goes to 0 really quickly. Maybe not as quickly in a dead guy lobby, but why take damage if you don't have to? There is more
Take cheer. It is time to strike.
to health than just doing greedy plays for no reason. Did somebody redeem the horseman again? Yes, a person who wants to see the world burn. The money was offered. Is the guy that spawns 2 skeletons. Oh, I don't really consider that guy money. That's more like a loan that you have to pay back. Like, I'm wasting the the effect to get 2 gold that I cannot even use right now. Why would I do that?
Tried and failed.
Doesn't sound very good.
Be no doubt. Justice prevails.
Nerubian King is very good though. Am I supposed to just go up? If I stay a turn, that's too slow. I think you go up. And I think if you want to stay, you stay on 5. And then you level to 6 and hero power immediately. But staying on 4 makes it so that it's too slow until I get to 6. I really hope Soul Splitter goes on Nerub. That would be super good. On this hero, you do want high tier discoveries, but you also want income. And you also want power.
Yes, take cheer. It is time to strike fear.
$41 health, huh?
A loss, just a setback. Now, prepare to.
That's my opening.
The flames grow.
That is my opening, chat.
You've increased your tier. Your minions burn brighter. Their force
I like
is
Bone
to
Baron.
fear. I shall toll the dark bell once for each wretch you sell.
Guys, do you think it's fair that I got banned from JJ's stream for pointing out that he sounds like a failed art student when he rages in German? Fair, yes, but you're also funny. I wish people were as creative when they were insulting me. Failed art student. That's so fucking specific.
You rank highest, take cheer. It is time to
Oh, it's a reference. Okay, I didn't know about that reference. Okay, then it's definitely fair. He didn't know. No, I didn't know. Do you think I know about the fucking hobbies of like a dictator? I don't even know that much about the dictator of Romania.
Finish them all. Show
Not
them
our current president.
superiority.
I think Thaddeus goes well. It's a lot of power.
Practice
It's funny how Romanians are making jokes that our current president, who's been in power for like almost 10 years, I think, is a dictator as well. It's a crazy amount of time to be a president for, 10 years. Stealth is Sindorai proof. True, but if I'm gonna have this and like 2 more Eternal Summoners, do you think I care about Sindorai? I just went for maximum stats because I like stats. I like big numbers. Are you going to TwitchCon in Paris? No. I'm not going to TwitchCon because I don't have anything to do there. I wasn't invited for like a panel or for anything. So I could go as a spectator to IRL stream from there, or I could just like, I don't know, stay home and chill and stream and have a good time. I only go to events if I'm invited to do something there. I don't really go as spectator. To esports events and job-related events, at least. Plus, Paris right now is a little bit volatile.
In combat, you have found success. You've demonstrated great finesse.
I mean, I'm assuming it's not crazy dangerous since they didn't cancel TwitchCon. I would assume they would have canceled it if it was like really bad. So I don't know.
Practice.
Oh my god, who is French says clueless. I mean, I trust my French viewers. You guys probably know better.
That minion is stronger. It should last you
But
much longer.
I think it's the last thing that Twitch needs right now, more drama. Like imagine if like a streamer gets harmed or something. Or an audience member gets harmed. I want to get the summoner calmed down a bit, to be honest. We'll see. Again, if they would have invited me, I would have went. But I don't want to go there and just do an IRL stream. I think it's more productive to just stay home and stream. As funny as that sounds. I'm trying to be careful with my time, I don't know. Also, I could consider it a vacation, but I don't know, I'd rather vacation somewhere else. Like go to the beach or something.
Regale me with your spark.
Isn't your whole life like a vacation anyways? From the outside, it might seem like it. I mean, I'm doing something that I really like, but I still have to be professional about it. And choose how I spend my time to be efficient. Am I buying too many units? Talking about efficiency, I think I should roll a little bit more, buy a little bit less. I like the second soul splitter.
Reanimated. Repugnant.
Am I under some spell or are you doing well?
How is the patch, RDO? The patch is interesting. Like, it's interesting to see mechs not being dominant. But now the question is, what is going to be dominant? Undead seems very good. Murloc seems very good. Menagerie seems better. It's definitely a better patch than before. I don't think it's a perfect patch, because, for example, demons are still Garbino. And I wish demons were a bit more powerful.
Fire consumes. They tried and failed. Let there be no doubt. Justice prevailed. Mortal, behold.
Eternal Summoner is really good.
Twofold. The root shall burn, a cleansing fire. Time is short. Go forth and higher. Crafting a strategy is a noble pursuit. It will amount to naught if you do not recruit.
Base Guild was probably okay, but the problem with Base Guild is you might generate the 1 health guys and then pull them instead of pulling the Eternal Summoner. Data Analyst. Okay, that's cool. And I was not bashing on that guy. I was just laughing that the guy was considering streaming as just a vacation. Like, I understand that maybe he's doing something more sophisticated, at least in his mind, but that doesn't mean that streaming is just brain dead. It doesn't mean that it's just like you're just playing a game all day. I mean, you are playing a game as much as you can, but it's not only about that. It's like saying that playing football or being a professional football player is just kicking a ball. Like, technically, yes. Or it's like saying like being a data analyst is just looking at numbers. Technically, it is, right?
Keep racing to the top. Here, at my riding crop.
This board is like so good. This guy is so big that he hasn't died in like some time already. Crazy.
Haha, yes, break them. Exercise authority. Finish them all. Show your superiority.
Watch JJ for one stream and you'll know streaming is not like a vacation. Yeah, it's a vacation to the mental asylum if you're JJ.
Behold that minion's power. All the others shall cower.
JJ is funny.
I accept. But all told, you will burn that much gold.
Somebody in chat wrote vaccination because of autocorrect instead of vacation. Huh? What makes a job hard is less about what you are working on and more about who you're working with. I agree. And from that perspective, streaming is not hard because you're just by yourself. Because you don't have to like interact with that many people for streaming. Like, you're interacting with people in chat, but that's something else. Also, let's assume streaming is like the easiest job in the world. Why would you want it to be harder? Why would you brag about your job being hard? Like, I'm sure coal mining is harder than streaming. Doesn't mean that we should all... Does it mean that we should all seek to be coal miners? Just to do something hard? Like, I don't know why people are bragging about how hard their jobs are. As if it's like something to be proud of. Ouch.
Yes!
Being your own boss like streaming is harder because you're harsher on yourself. I'm not my own boss. Twitchat is my boss. And Twishat is very harsh. I'm kidding. Steve Cott, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate it, Steve.